Greetings, SWAT Audits here. It is Sunday, November 30th, about 8 a.m. of 2025. It is chilly out. By Arizona standards, this is a blizzard. We're all gonna die. It's 49 degrees. What? I know. So, I woke up this morning and I had threats in my inbox. What? I know. One of the big YouTubers around here, Direct D, actually a really interesting guy. I've watched his cop watching videos before, but now he's a blogger. He doesn't do the cop watching. Really aggressive. I watched him get arrested more than once. Exciting videos. But he's mad at me. So he says he's sending a goon squad out to get me, which I find rather exciting because I'm like the Oprah of pimp slaps and Sparta kicks. Look under your seat. I got one for each of you. But yeah, send a goon squad after me. That sounds freaking exciting, dude. Or you can invite me on your podcast and we'll chat about it. I bet we have more in common than we don't. But you know, I'll leave it on you. So yeah, that would be pretty exciting to have goons show up. I don't know exactly what they do, but he did mention words like terrorize me and stuff. And that sounds like good content, dude. So okay, cool. So what we are doing here today is I'm going to do my first church. I really like religious banter, so I'm hoping to get into some of it, but I kind of doubt it all at the same time. But it's Sunday. I've got nothing better to do because I'm a loser. So I'm just going to come out here. We've got this huge church that all the cops go to. If you have CCV on the back of your car, you don't get tickets here. Well, you still can, but you're way less likely because they all belong to the same freaking church. It's a huge one, like 17 locations. I actually don't know what this one looks like because this entire neighborhood popped up overnight. So Google Maps, it's still dirt. You know, it's all dirt lots around here. But we got these little Richie Poo pocket neighborhoods that pop up that fake lakes and all that. So I figured, you know, I'd stop by and check out the church, see what's going on. Brought my sun hat today, so hopefully I don't have to carry an umbrella. I got a 360 camera with me today. Let's get into it, see what happens. Okay, it is much further back than I expected it from the road. That's cool. I'll just stand here on the corner, do my thing. We've got a few mega churches in this area, but literally, if you look at this on a map, it's all just dirt. But there's, you know, thousands and thousands of houses all smashed as close together as possible because that's how they do it in the Richie Poo neighborhoods out here. Low quality, built really fast, but sold expensive. Let's get into it, see what happens. Well, shucks, on the way over, part of my tripod unscrewed, so I can't even use it anymore. And I forgot my prop camera at home. I'm so bad at this job. It's only my third day. I'm allowed to suck for, you know, my first week or so. We'll get better at it. Good morning! Nice, we're just gonna stand here. Do our thing, Jelly Bean. So this is the CCV. This is a pretty big church. It's actually really nice. Got these huge houses. They stack them so close to each other. You can literally jump from roof to roof at times. They put them so close. Do 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 do. Camera's gonna be a little shakier, no tripod, but you know, we will manage. I'll try not to get you seasick. Everybody's doing really great so far. I need somebody to talk to me. I don't necessarily need negative reactions. I just want some reaction. I like to talk. If I got nobody else, I'll talk to myself, but that's just way less fun. Yeah, me and security guard just got along. I was like, hey man, you know, just chatted with him for a second. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, oh, yeah, dude, it's a beautiful day. Nobody should be mad. He's like, I agree. You know, yeah, we're cool. I always like to make friends with security guards. They can get away with more shit if they're my friends, which is the way it works. Ridiculous. Oh, that's a nice looking vehicle. I like it. Oh, there's the police already. Can't be here for me. I'd be way too soon. Still in surprise. I was actually curious. This is a little pocket town. It's not actually attached to anything else, so didn't know if it was Surprise or a whole new little town. A lot of them are friendly and waving back. Maybe a weird guy out here with a camera, but I'm being friendly about it. It's the least I can do, being a weirdo. A lot of nice, friendly people here. I'm actually digging it. Most of them seem to wave back. Least I could ask. I'm actually liking the positive attention. I like negative attention too, but I like positive attention. It's a real nice looking church. I bet it's fancy on the inside. If they invited me in, I'd go in. Maybe they will eventually. Matthew 25:40 totally says that they should, but you know, most religious people I know have never actually read their Bible. That's why it's fun to have religious banter with them, because they just don't know. They know the stories the dude at the podium told them, but you know, other than that, most of them don't bother reading it for themselves or trying to understand what it's actually saying. So where are you from that you're not cold, man? Okay, yeah, I was like, man, you know, most of us natives, we're cold right now. It's in the 40s. Oh, man. You look good in them. By the way, very nice church you got here. Everybody's been super friendly so far, and I appreciate that, man. I'm just here to test the system a little bit. I'm keeping it friendly, though, you know. But it's very cool. Everybody here's waved back, man. I love it. Good church. One thing you instinctively learn in Arizona is you just tend to find shadows anywhere you can. Signpost, it doesn't make a great shadow, but yeah, I can get my head in it. But in a land without clouds, you got to find shadows or bring your own. Of course, I did bring my own, but I use what's readily available. So I'm going to say these guys did great. I'm going to come back for their next service. It's in a half hour. I'm going to go across the street, get a cup of coffee and whatnot. But if they're as cool as this after the next service, I'm not staying for their third one. You know, the security's come by a couple times, has not talked to me at all. You know, we waved at each other and stuff. So as long as they're cool, man, I'll stick around for the next one, and then these guys will never see me again. Good job. I expect a little more confrontation at a church, and especially like, you know, Richie Poo one. This is a rather Richie Poo neighborhood. All right, let's go get a cup of coffee. Everybody's still waving. I like this. I wish the church was closer to the road. I think that's one of the problems with Arizona is everything is so far away from the road because we have so much space to play with, you know? There's like 40 yards between the road and the McDonald's. You know, like on the East Coast, everything's so jammed together, you know, they got sidewalks right next to the bank. I don't know if we have much of that going on. I'm gonna have to go downtown and see what we got there. I've never really been downtown. You know, it's something I go through, but it's not something I ever want to stop in. You know, and rarely do I go there, so. Oh, damn, check out this car. Wait till this thing comes. It looks presidential from here. I don't know what I'm seeing. Yeah, is that Rolls Royce? I'm not good with cars, but. Man, look at that thing. I don't know what it was, but it looked fancy. Might not have been. I'm easily fooled. Nope, he's in the far lane. He's not here for me. He waved back. We're friends. It's all it takes. How you doing there, brother? Nice bike you got there, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, that's cool looking. I wonder what his top speed is. I should get an electric bike one of these days. I'm more of a walker, though. I have found there is nowhere that these things cannot take me. Well, I guess the moon. Okay, you got me there. You got me there, okay? But other than off-world, okay, I can't go to the bottom of the ocean in these either. Okay, that's just 2 places. There's way more I can go to, okay? Stop nitpicking. That thing looks like it would go off-road really well, but I bet it never takes it off-road. I'm friendly. You're allowed to record. Don't do it while you're driving, though. That's dangerous. Time for one to end and the next to begin. You guys have a lovely day. Thank you. Nice. I'm getting waves before I wave on some of these people. They're feeling really nice. Sure, they don't like me, but they're still being nice, and that's the point. Oh, damn, that's nice. Oh, gas it, baby, make it nice. Yeah. Not gonna lie, that noise made me a little chubby. I swear, these people are super friendly. Almost, we're ducking like an 80% rate of people waving back, even though I'm a weirdo standing here with a camera. They probably think I'm affiliated with the church. They're like, that pretty man looking all dapper. I'm all in green today. Well, I guess except my blue jeans, but yeah, blue jeans. It's a nice golf cart. I'd cruise around in that. Try to pick the old people up from far in the parking lot and drive them to the door is what I'm guessing. Look at all these smiling people. Good morning. Oh, I could live in this thing too. That's pretty nice. Great day to have the top down. So far, both security guys have just waved at me and not bothered with me. I'm a fan. After this little round right here, this is the last time this church will see me. Yeah. How you guys doing today? Doing very well, man. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, you guys fucking rock. Okay, I'm only gonna be out here for a few more minutes. You guys are a great church. Like 90% of the people wave back at me. You guys didn't call the cops on me at all. Didn't accost me. This is just an exercise in public freedoms. I'm just testing the system. And you guys rock, man. You'll never see me here again. You know. You guys rock, man. You made my day. I always do. You do the same, man. appreciate you guys.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
You too.
Very nice. You guys have a great day. You made my day. You really did.
Enjoy, man.
I prefer the positive experiences over the negative ones. The negative ones are kind of fun and get clicks, but these are way better for the soul.
I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, you guys did great. That was so nice. Yeah, these guys they brought me 2 ice cold waters. Oh, ice cold. All right, these guys are great, man. I am rather liking the positive experience. It's probably not great for clicks, but screw it. You know, not everyone has to be a clickbaity thing. All right, so I got like 10 more minutes here before church starts, and then we're off. Hello. Yeah, everybody's all smiles. Bunch of good people. I'm kind of glad I came down here today. I was a little nervous when I started, but yeah, I'm a fan. Just went over and complimented the other security guard, but you know, I can't go on their property, so I wasn't going to film me yelling over at it. But yeah, real friendly guy too. He actually thanked me for being out here. He's like, no, dude, thank you for being out here, which I'm not sure why. Maybe because I'm friendly. Hey, brother. Well, I just want to say that you guys did a really good job. You emboldened Matthew 25:40 very well. That was I was coming to test you guys on. I appreciate you, man.
Sir.
You guys won't see me again. You had a great time, man.
too.
Yeah, you guys took really good care of me. I'll put out a good review on you guys. Not that my review matters, but you know, the more the merrier, man.
Yes,
You have a
sir.
great day, brother. You too. Merry Christmas indeed. Okay, a fan of the CCV here in Surprise, Arizona. Well, you know, one of the many parts of Surprise. But they did great, man. I had a good time. They thanked me on the way out, gave me water. And this wasn't just an audit. You know, that's the general term we throw out. I was actually really curious. Because, you know, I do like my Bible. I mean, you know, I read it anyway. I don't necessarily like it, but I enjoy it. I do. But in there, Matthew 25:40 talks about, you know, taking care of pretty much the homeless, the weakest and the neediest of us, because they might be him, you know. So doing a service to them is doing a service to him. And I'd like to see if churches, you know, embody that spirit, because a lot of them don't. But CCV over here, Christ Church of the Valley, they did an excellent job. I'm pleased. All right, let's go home. If you've made it this far in the video, please like, subscribe, comment. I like green hearts and tacos. All right, so today, I mean, it's not a exciting day. I can understand. I mean, I'm not every day is going to be like that. But what I want to establish is that I'm going to be me, no matter what. I'm not going out to instigate. Yeah, if just me standing there pointing a camera in your direction is enough to instigate you, hey, you're triggery. Yeah, that's your problem. But I'm not going to yell out at people, give them dirty looks or anything like that. I'm going to continue to be me. I'm a friendly, cool cat, and that's how it's going to be, man. This is not going to change me, and you're not going to make me a mean guy. You're just not. But if you come over to me, you know, I'll reflect right back at you. But you know, I want to keep things civil and friendly. I got some ideas of place to go. You guys have given me some great suggestions, but you know, I'm learning here, man. I don't know this world. I'm a hiker. I'm not an auditor. I'm just, you know, I got angst and frustration, and this seems like a really good way to get it out. So I appreciate you guys viewing. Thank you for everything you've done. It was amazing to see how many subscriptions I had this morning. 2,000 since Thanksgiving. That's been a couple of days, man. Mind blown. So, I mean, thank you guys so much. It's been amazing so far. Let's see how far we can take this, huh? Man, I guess I should address this DirectD thing. I don't really know what's going on with it. It was a 2-hour video I didn't watch. I watched the first 10 minutes while I was pooping, and that was enough for me. But I'm not inviting any of this. I'm not throwing down the gauntlet. I'm not challenging. I'm not even going to mention you after this. But if you want to send your goons after me, I'll play with them. We all know I'm a pacifist. I ain't going to fight them. But, you lay a hand on me, I lay a hand back. But I am not inviting any of this. I'm just going to ignore you from here on out. But if you want to have me on your podcast and chat about why you're so upset, I'm cool with that too, man. Peace, love, and happiness. I'll see you all in the next video.